All right, so what's the date? What's this rotation's date? It's the 14th. It's October 14th. I don't know when y'all gonna see this video. It has errors. Internet just got cut out. It's a bunch of stuff. You might hear noise in this video, X, Y, Z, a bunch of stuff. However, I'm just letting you guys know and showing you guys we work through these things as things are up against us. This is Matrix stuff. You know, trying to stop me from what I'm doing, most likely. That's how I see it. But y'all know what's up, man. I'm just letting y'all know ahead of time. Be strong, stay true to yourself. Yo, Haven, Grand Rising Supreme Shine, wherever you at in the world, hopefully you are in a wonderful, magnificent mood. If you're not in a wonderful, magnificent mood, hopefully you will be by the end of this video. Full disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Any and everything you see on this channel is merely speculation. Viewer discretion is advised. Please do your own homework and research for proper discernment. Yo, what's good, man? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? I hope y'all doing well. Hope all is well. Me personally, I kind of wasted some of my time this rotation. However, I think I received a download during this walk of wasting my time. And it was just like, it's really cold. It wasn't so cold recently. So I just was saying in my head, like, okay, government, like, okay, y'all can stop playing with the weather machines now. And my right ear started ringing for a little bit. So, yeah. Anyhow, if you've been here from the beginning, I send deep divine abundance, balance, harmony, love, prosperity, strength, unity, including authenticity. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the Haven. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when we go up. Anyone and everyone who has ever sown the seed with me, it will be returned 100-fold as the Most High uses you as divine vessels to divinely support yours truly, because all about divine support. I just want to say great gratitude and thanks. Peace and prosperity to you and yours. Never goes noticed. It really does help the foundation, the channel, and my well-being. If you would like to do the same, links in the description. About tab on the channel. Yo, Haven, we ain't gonna do too much talking. Let's get right into it. This video we'll be calling it, I don't even know, honestly. I don't know, but let's get it. Let's get it.
I don't know what's going on, y'all. Is he real?
This is in New York on 125th.
I rebuke in the name of Jesus. He works for God? Oh, okay. Did y'all hire him? Oh, it's over. I'm out.
The other day, this picture of the moon was posted on Reddit. Do you notice something odd? I noticed something odd. I see the moon, and then I see a sliver of the moon. Is that the two moons, or is it something else? In case you haven't heard, we got two moons now. Let me show you. We got the normal moon, the moon that's been there my whole life, and then we got this thing, an asteroid stuck in Earth's orbit. And that asteroid they're calling a second moon or the mini moon should only be around about 2 months. But it still doesn't explain this. The moon and a crescent moon in the sky at the same time. Is it possible that that's just the moon and a reflection? Or could it be the moon and the mini moon, otherwise known as Moon 2? Or is this just something else altogether? Something I haven't thought of? What's your opinion on this strange picture of the moon and a crescent moon together in the sky at the same time? Let me know in the comment section, Booskies. Shabadoo!
Alright.
Yo, nah, hold on, cause I wanted to talk on that. Pardon. I needed that. Anyhow, I wanted to talk on that so-called zombie on 125th. What y'all think about that? It's just a question. I want to bring it up because what would you do? How would you react if you actually seen one, whether it's CBA or not? Come on, y'all know what CBA means. If you do to the channel, it means cornball activity. However, you know, me personally, I would take it serious, and I'm not playing. I'm moving far away. Rather it's this or that. I'm good. Let's keep going.
Let's talk about these UFOs. Basically, everybody knows UFOs is real at this point. You know what I'm saying? Except like people that just refuse to accept the government coming out saying, yeah, we know UFO real and all that. But man, these people been knew that, man. They been knew all this stuff. These people literally tell people stuff that they found about 5 to 10 plus years ago. I even saw some on Instagram where it said now they can see other galaxies and stuff. Come on, bro. Y'all been knew it was other galaxies. Y'all know about all this stuff, bro. Y'all know the real reason why our head swirl in the 9. Y'all know, bro. Y'all know because y'all stole it from us. You get what I'm saying? They know. And the government, bro, they been working with extraterrestrials since like the 1900s, bro. Really before that. But they made a treaty with the Greys and stuff like that to let them abduct human beings. Real talk. And in exchange, they get technology, resources, and stuff like that. They been made a deal with them to let them take people, bro. Straight up. The Greys, the reptilians, all that. The government been working with these beings. They just not telling people stuff that they been found out years ago. Straight up. And to be real, the top people at the very top, they know what planet. Like, bro, real talk, they know what planet they really come from. These hierarchy human beings, they know. But that being said, we're pretty much out here. Let's talk about these aliens and the UFOs once again. So many of y'all already know the government came out basically saying aliens real. We been knew they were real. We been lying to y'all, etc., etc. They came out and said it, right? What they not telling people is that they been working with them. They been working with these beings, bro, just to get this planet in the state that it is today. They had to work with extraterrestrials. The Draco reptilians from the Draco star system. But see, all the Draco reptilians aren't bad. There's duality in everything. The ones that are here on Kai, they're not positive beings. You know what I'm saying? They're negative. They feed off our emotions, all types of shit. The Arturians, all of them ain't negative neither. But they're the ones that came up with the time spell, keep us trapped. The reason why we age, all types of shit. Then on top of that, man, the government straight up is flying crafts right now that look like alien crafts.
Hold on, Haven. Pardon. We gotta tell bro, we recording. Speak from the side a little bit. Rewind it a little bit.
Keep us trapped. The reason why we age, all types of shit. Then on top of that, man, the government straight up is flying crafts right now that look like alien crafts, but they're not alien crafts. They reverse engineering technology and everything right now, man. From the help of these different races, man, the Dark Elves, the Draco reptilians, the Arturians, the Greys, the Insectoids, you know what I'm saying? These different races are helping these hierarchy human beings keep control of this planet. But that being said, we're pretty much out here, right?
You know, I just kind of figured it out for myself. What happened with me is when I was going through my divorce, somebody did some holotropic breath work with me and then taught me some Bastrika, which he called emergency breath work. If you don't have any time and you've got a short amount of time, it takes about 5 minutes. It's the most powerful thing. He got it from the Yoga Sutras, and so I'll show you that afterwards. But from there, I just learned a little bit of breath of fire, a little bit of Wim Hof, and then just did it. I figured, shit, it works.
Yeah.
So
it's not that complicated.
Let me do it.
Yeah.
How about doing it? That's my practice. Instead of trying to give it some kind of nomenclature or something. Right. You can call it pranayama, you can call it Wim Hof, or you can call it shit on a stick. I don't care. Yeah. Let's breathe.
I agree.
So I like to do, we'll do 30 rounds, in through the nose, out through the mouth. The exhale is pretty easy. It kind of does it by itself. You kind of just let go. I like to get my spine into it a little bit. And so a good inhale in through the nose, and then just let it go out through the mouth. And so we'll do an exhale retention. I learned this from Crone Gracie and his dad Hickson Gracie. They like to get all the gas out, so gas gets trapped in there, stale air. So you'd be surprised at how much you can keep blowing, and then hold that. You got about 15 to 20 seconds on that. I like to throw in the Taoist tummy massage because that, you got the vagus nerve coming down through the heart into the gut, and our emotions get trapped in there. The second and third chakra, our power and our sacral chakra. So you can just get in with the nerve endings, and I recommend, going very gentle because there's a lot of nerve endings there, and there's a lot of tissue and organs. So just, all you really have to do, if you haven't done it before, it gets pretty sore pretty easily, pretty quick. So just touch it in there. You can go around the belly button or in the four corners. Pancreas, spleen, liver, underneath the ribs. And then you've got descending colon on the left side, ascending colon on the right side. Vagus nerve that comes through the heart, through all these nerve endings into your internal organs and goes around the belly button. For extra, wait till the gag reflex happens, then take that in and hold that for as long as you can. So exhale retention, inhale retention. And we'll do about 30 rounds, 30 breaths, and I'll call it. All right? You ready?
All right, can I watch you first?
Sure.
Let me just do a couple so I can see what you're doing, then
Okay.
I'll follow you. So when you say retention, you're not holding it at all?
Yeah, I'll call the retention.
Oh.
After 30 breaths.
Wordplay king. I'ma enlighten y'all real quick. I unlock the truth so it's not.
Hold on, Strange. Hold on. Holistic Remedies. Take a second now. Y'all practicing y'all breath work? It's been a minute for me, if I'm being honest. Y'all know I'm fully transparent. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. However, what's up? I want to know. I want to know if he resonated, because I don't just be talking when I be telling y'all these things about certain practices and certain things that I know from experience, not word of mouth. However, roll the tape. Roll the tape. Let's hear Strange talk.
Some makes a lot, the Zeus hypotenuse. They quick to triangles to make a wordplay.
Yeah.
Holding it at all?
Hold on.
It's a lot, the real quick.
Oh.
After 30 breaths.
Wordplay king. I'ma enlighten y'all real quick. I unlock the truth so it's not recluse. Some makes a lot, the Zeus hypotenuse. They quick to triangles to make a plot produce. Esoteric, barbaric, lyrical, alphanumeric. Sever was fake or generic. Wordplay sick as Lou Gehrig's. The professor with these bars handing out the demerits. Challenge God and you perish. Government seek to disparage. We descended from cosmic light through ethereal marriage. They promise us acres, a mule and a horse and a carriage. You fixing a challenge to throne and I leave you embarrassed. I'm acknowledged as one of the illest. They mimic and parrot. Can't compare it. They put us through shit. We resemble the scarab. Black community give all their money to Asians and Arabs. Straw man, de facto corporation at large. Our people came from the stars. Pyramid structures are Mars. Blue Lotus stuck to cigars. Government sick and bizarre. Exposing us to more heavy metal than fucking guitars. Lyrically setting the bar. Your syllable structures of power. I wrote this on Andromeda. My pen on a different quasar. Comedic chemistry. Rare Lemurian wizardry. Astrocentricity, density, shift immensity, universal propensity, overwhelming intensity.
I don't know if it's just me. It's like I can feel the energy. Let's run it back. I'm crying. I can feel the energy. Let's just run it back. I got y'all.
Oh.
After 30 breaths.
Wordplay king.
Let's check it out.
I'ma enlighten y'all real quick. I unlock the truth so it's not recluse. Some makes a lot, the Zeus hypotenuse. They quick to triangles to make a plot produce. Esoteric, barbaric, lyrical, alphanumeric. Sever was fake or generic. Wordplay sick as Lou Gehrig's. The professor with these bars handing out the demerits. Challenge God and you perish. Government seek to disparage. We descended from cosmic light through ethereal marriage. They promise us acres, a mule and a horse and a carriage. You fixing a challenge to throne and I leave you embarrassed. I'm acknowledged as one of the illest. They mimic and parrot. Can't compare it. They put us through shit. We resemble the scarab. Black community give all their money to Asians and Arabs. Straw man, de facto corporation at large. Our people came from the stars. Pyramid structures are Mars. Blue Lotus stuck to cigars. Government sick and bizarre. Exposing us to more heavy metal than fucking guitars. Lyrically setting the bar. Your syllable structures of power. I wrote this on Andromeda. My pen on a different quasar. Comedic chemistry. Rare Lemurian wizardry. Astrocentricity, density, shift immensity, universal propensity, overwhelming intensity. Go take the planet back and convert the realm to serenity. I'm black lightning with electric in hand. Our ancestors had power stick a level the land. Credible Hawk, Magneto, Superman, and Shazam. All of these characters are based on powers that we command. My objective is awakened on a mission is grand. Supreme lyricist with eloquence to help you expand. I'm going to explain exactly what's going to take place. There's going to be
Ooh wee though. I'm just saying though. You know, like Anyone? Wow. Wow. You see, I'm not even cutting this out. You know why? Because this is just proof. This is just proof to y'all that I be baiting. I like how I messed that up. Y'all want like, yo, that's crazy. One more time, man. One more time, man.
Dirty brats.
Wordplay king. I'm gonna enlighten y'all real quick. I unlock the truth so it's not recluse. Some makes a lot the Zeus, hypotenuse. They quick to triangles to make a plot produce. Esoteric, barbaric, lyrical, alphanumeric. Sever was fake or generic. Wordplay sick as Lou Gehrig's. The professor with these bars handing out the demerits. Challenge God and you perish. Government seek to disparage. We descended from cosmic light through ethereal marriage. They promise us acres, a mule and a horse in a carriage. You fixing a challenge to throne and I leave you embarrassed. I'm acknowledged as one of the illest. They mimic and parrot. Can't compare it. They put us through shit. We resemble the scarab. Black community give all their money to Asians and Arabs. Straw man, de facto corporation at large. Our people came from the stars. Pyramid structures are Mars. Blue Lotus stuck in cigars. Government sick and bizarre. Exposing us to more heavy metal than fucking guitars. Lyrically setting the bar. Your syllable structures of power. I wrote this on Andromeda. My pen on a different quasar. Comedic chemistry. Rare Lemurian wizardry. Astrocentricity, density, shift immensity, universal propensity, overwhelming intensity. Go take the planet back and convert the realm to serenity. I'm black lightning with electric in hand. Our ancestors had power stick a level to land. Credible Hawk, Magneto, Superman, and Shazam. All of these characters are based on powers that we command. My objective is awaken on a mission is grand. Supreme lyricist with eloquence to help you expand. I'm going to explain exactly what's going to take place. There's going to be a global blackout due to a massive solar flare that's going to take place. If you have noticed, we've been getting back-to-back solar flares on a consistent basis, sometimes even for a day. Massive solar flare is going to cause anything that utilizes electricity to malfunction. It's referred to as a CME or coronal mass ejection. CMEs can actually have the same effect as EMPs, which is electromagnetic pulse. This global blackout take place, this is when our telepathic ability is actually going to begin to settle in. Alright, the ones that are chosen, the ones that are elected, the ones that are aware, those that are enlightened, are actually going to be aware of what's actually happening. And what's going to happen is a channel is going to turn on. And we are going to be able to telepathically sync into this channel. We're going to be simultaneously hearing each other's thoughts. Characters like Professor Xavier are actually predicated off these abilities, alright? We actually were telepathic in the past. We didn't have to communicate verbally. And we are going to revert back to that once this technology malfunctions. We're going to revert back to nature. What's going to actually transpire is the ionized particles are going to hit us, and it's going to actually give us more access to the light photon spectrum. We're going to actually ascertain more ancient memories. Our dormant thoughts are going to come online. Now, speaking telepathically is just like riding a bike to us ancient, as far as our ancient memories. We just currently are in the sleep spell. But once we are reawakened, and what they call so-called quote-unquote junk DNA begins to awaken, one of the first things that we're going to actually develop is telepathy. When you hear certain individuals that claim they hear voices in their head, they're telepathic, all right? They're not schizophrenic, they're not crazy. A lot of these people in sanitariums and insane asylums are actually gifted and have abilities, all right? When they talk about the school of the gifted, that's facts. All right, a lot of these individuals that they dope up with pills and place in those insane asylums actually have real abilities. So, you know, next time you think about someone that actually hears voices, it's primarily because their electrical currents, because we're all electrical beings, are actually tapping into the ethers, and they're actually picking up those frequencies. Typically when you hear ringing in the ears, your telepathy could be turning on, and it could be actually coming through a transmission sequences of a ring. All right, once we develop these abilities, it's no longer going to be loud, piercing, annoying rings. It's going to be in a flat out voice, just like if you hear a voice in your own head when you think of something. Deceptive technology that they utilize in this matrix is for the sole purpose of making us forget who we are. All right, as you see that this is Baal. If you can pay attention to the illustration of the horns right here, the face, you will see that that's Baal. And they utilize dark magic in certain geometric shapes in order to basically bend this paradigm to their will. electrical grid system shut down, what's going to happen is we're going to no longer be distracted by our tablets, by our cell phones, by all of the devices, by the blue light radiation is going to no longer be affecting our pineal gland. And all the other deceptive electromagnetic frequencies that they utilize are going to no longer be playing in the background. Be surprised how many deceptive frequencies they utilize to keep us from ascension to Haru consciousness. Endocrine system is what's required for amplification of telepathy, all right? And this is the brain, the pituitary gland, the pineal gland, the medulla oblongata, the cerebellum, the spinal cord. All of that is actually working in synergy in order for you to actually us to tap into our telepathy. Why they utilize chemicals like atrazine, which is an herbicide designed to basically be what's called an endocrine disruptor. This has adverse effects on your endocrine system. Macaroot is great for the endocrine system, all right? I use black macaroot every single day, all right? I have the black macaroot. I consume it every single day. This is available on Holistic Remedies for Ascension, link in bio. Macaroot is not only beneficial for decalcifying and activating the pineal gland, but it's also great for the libido. Macaroot has been known to substantially improve sexual function. So recommend Ayurvedic herbs such as lion's mane, aka Hericium erinaceus, Haritaki, as well as Ginkgo biloba. All right, these three are phenomenal for decalcifying as well as activating the pineal gland. Also, ormus. Ormus is another elixir that would substantially begin to amplify
Soul and heart check.
your telepathy, all right? And these are the herbs that you need to start utilizing, all right, on a consistent basis. We actually already have our powers. We just have to actually revitalize ourselves. We have to start utilizing the necessary herbs to rebuild ourselves again. They've been poisoning us on a consistent basis. They've been pumping out different frequencies on a consistent basis. They've been disconnecting us from nature purposely, all right, on a consistent basis. So we have to actually revert back to that. Also stress the importance of utilization of chlorophyll because the solar flares are going to be continuing to ramp up, and you want to ensure that the lead, cadmium, and mercury is properly purged from your system. Say hypothetically speaking, the grid went down today and we had no more fans and things of that nature. We had no more air conditioner. The sun would be unbearable for those in hotter regions. Okay, I'm in Florida currently and I know it will be very hot, but since I've been detoxing and I actually been removing the toxic metals, I would be able to endure the sun a lot better than someone else would be able to endure the atmospheric conditions without fan and air circulating coming through, or without proper ventilation. All right, your body at that point would have to actually kick into its natural defense mechanisms, and that's what the eumelanin's job is. But they've been utilizing toxic metals to basically circumvent the eumelanin's job, all right, to allow you ample protection. So this is why you must purge yourself and cleanse yourself to return back to nature. Gods and goddesses that actually be underneath the comment section, how we all communicate, right? And you're reading this and y'all all dialogue back and forth. That's exactly how it's gonna be, but just on a telepathic level. And I seen this. I actually been in these visions where I seen us all levitating, flying. We were telepathically in sync. The first thing that's going to happen first is we're going to actually develop our own language. We're going to have the ability of all speaking an ancient language of some sort. Nice. And then in the vision, I seen us then go from speaking that language to then becoming telepathic. It's going to happen in layers, right? As far as our ascension process. But this all come with you knowing that you are God, or that knowing that you are a goddess. It all starts with that. And with you not worshiping anything outside yourself. I told you that some of your spirit guides are actually other future versions of you from different timelines. The versions from you from different universes are in timelines are going to actually join in a quantum field and beginning to merge into one avatar in consciousness. All right, and all that primordial ancient wisdom is going to actually be bubbling inside you. All right, you're going to remember ancient lives. You're going to remember ancient mathematics. You're going to begin to, at that point, access what they call so-called quote-unquote junk DNA. You're going to access all of that. And once you begin to access that, you're going to be able to learn how to shift the polarity in what they call gravity. You're going to have the ability of levitating above ground, flying and projecting energy and kundalini out of your hands. You're going to have the ability of then doing that. All right, and this is all that's coming. And this is why they have been dumbing us down substantially, and why they block messages like this from getting out, and why pages like TikTok shut me down when I tell you to actually start to cleanse yourself. All right, and this is why they again kill people like Dr. Sabi from telling you to be alkaline. Once you at a 7 pH, all right, you've been consuming a lot of chlorophyll and you're at a 7 pH, your electrical output is going to be tremendous. All right, your heart is a capacitor and it pumps out your auric field. Once you actually have increased your electrical output, you've been wearing a copper bracelet, you've been utilizing the proper herbs to ensure that you're in homeostasis, your electrical current is going to increase substantially. Put that in conjunction with grounding, sun gazing, transmuting that cosmic energy the correct way. What's going to happen is you're going to begin to transform to superhuman or metahuman. And things like DNA tuning forks and Tibetan singing bowls as well. All right. Remember, we're moving to our light body. We are frequency primarily. They always utilize deceptive frequencies, deceptive technologies and wavelengths. All right. And this is why they got rid of all the bells. They got rid of all the bells. So if you start keeping things like this, all right, different frequencies. I utilize binaural beats in different frequencies every single day to stimulate the pineal gland. This is something that's essential for ascension. High quality herbs and metaphysical products for spiritual elevation. Click the link in my bio and visit Holistic Remedies, your extension to ascension.
Thanks.
So what really is the 144,000? People talk about this number a lot. You hear about the 144,000. What is the biblical meaning and symbolism behind this? Now, one thing we know for sure is that it actually equates to the divine 9. 4 plus 4 is 8 plus that 1 equals that 9. Now, some applied that this only meant that 144,000 people would be saved from the cataclysms that may transpire on this planet due to man's deceitful ways. But if you look at Revelations chapter 7, verse 9, it actually stated that after these things I looked, and behold, a great multitude which no one could number, of all nations, tribes, people, and tongues, standing before the throne, etc., etc. So that scripture stated a multitude that no one could number, all right, which means that clearly it was more than 144,000 that would pretty much be saved from the cataclysms. When it mentioned 144,000, it's actually mentioning 144,000 light bearers, all right, that will be actually chosen to ensure that the patriarchal system is diverted and everything is actually going towards light, as opposed to this cynical, nefarious way of doing things. All right, the individuals would really be made aware of what's going on, and actually that they are gods and goddesses, and that just like the Bible said in several scriptures, ye are gods. All right, so when you talk about heaven and hell, hell is the lower state, and heaven is your higher state of consciousness, basically ascension to Haru consciousness. Now, it also stated there will be many false prophets and people with deceitful tongues and things of that nature. All right, a lot of these mega churches getting our people for all of that money. You know what I'm saying? My grandmother used to put money in those collection plates all the time. Now, the Jehovah's Witnesses believe that 144,000 are only elected to actually go to heaven, right? Basically, is what they believe, right? They believe that the earth would be a utopia, but there would be 144,000 that would actually be elected to go to heaven. We know that heaven actually translates to Orion, which was Uranus, which was the constellation of Orion. 144,000 actually exists within you this whole time, all right? That's the biggest mystery they don't want you to know, all right? And the Vedas taught this in ancient texts, all right? There's 4 petals attached to your root chakra, 6 petals attached to your sacral chakra, 10 petals attached to your solar plexus chakra, 12 attached to your heart chakra, 16 attached to your throat chakra, 96 attached to your third eye chakra. All those numbers actually equate to 144, all right? 4 plus 6 plus 10 plus 12 plus 16 plus 96 equals 144. There's 1,000 petals attached to your crown chakra. 144 times 1,000 equates to 144,000. There's also 72,000 microcrystals on your pineal gland and 72,000 microcrystals on your kunta gland, which is located near your sacral chakra. When you add that, you get 144,000. Everything in reference to the Bible and all biblical teachings are actually pertaining to us, going inward to ascertain Christ consciousness. Really, that's really all everything really means. It's all esoteric symbolisms for us ascertaining higher forms of consciousness through going inward. This is facts, as your cerebral spinal fluid, which is Christ, Haru, climbs your 33rd vertebrae, which is Jacob's ladder, all right? And this is why Masons go to the 33rd degree and meet your 12 cranial nerves, which is our 12 disciples, and ignites the pineal gland, which is your resurrection. Now, the 12 cranial nerves comes in 2 pairs. All right, so when you add the 12 times 2, that also equates to the 24 elders. All right, everything is associated with esoteric symbolism or in regards to ascension to the crown chakra. All right, receiving a Kundalini awakening. This is pretty much what all this ancient esoteric information was pertaining to. That cerebral spinal fluid basically is dark matter energy, basically neuromelanin, that's actually secreted from your dopaminergic nerves. Elixirs like Ormus will substantially increase your ascension to Haru consciousness. Shiitake is also another phenomenal Ayurvedic medicine for amplification of your pineal gland. It will remove all calcium deposits off the microcrystals on your pineal gland, allowing them to facilitate more piezoelectric energy. They refer to it as the third eye, but it's actually the first eye, all right? It's the brain's antenna and cosmic gateway to higher ethereal planes. That's why they banned my TikTok channel for telling you about elixirs such as Carbon 60 that will substantially boost your connection to higher ethereal planes. It's composed of shungite. It actually reverses aging and fights diseases like cancer. They don't want you to know that the 144,000 is in you. They want you to think that you have to go outside of yourself in order to ascertain esoteric knowledge. All right, you have access to the Akashic records. Once you revitalize your avatar and you fully strengthen yourself, you have more access to higher ethereal planes. This is what teachers like Yeshua was trying to tell everyone, all right, that Christ is actually in you, all right, and this is why he was going into the synagogues and flipping tables and the things of that nature, all right. Christians that actually are following Jesus are actually following Zeus. We know that already, right? They make salat to Zeus, to be honest. They commemorate Zeus, all right, and they don't know it, all right, and this is the thing. This is what Yeshua was going around saying. He was going around telling everyone that you are gods, all right? He didn't want to be worshipped and things of that nature, all right? He even said, I am not good, all right? He actually gave that reverence to, he said, his father, or whatever the case may be. We don't know who that was. I personally don't. I believe that the creator of everything in existence was divine feminine energy, if you ask me, all right? But personally, they want you to step outside yourself. They don't want you aware that you're a co-creator of your reality, all right? And that the 144,000 exists within you.
I can see through the wall. It's not like a hallucination. It has spatial awareness and permanence. I don't know. Whoa.
For centuries, mankind has attempted to explore these psychedelic, altered states, but we've never had a repeatable, testable phenomenon to observe until now.
Wow. I'm obsessed. It's like you can see through the laser into another dimension.
I mean, like, take yourself to that. Like, I just made a connection that nobody made before, which is a simple connection. The claim is, if you project a diffracted laser on the surface and you smoke DMT, you will see code running in surfaces. Yes, like in the Matrix.
So there are a few possibilities. One,
I lost my mind, which is the coolest losing your mind ever in history.
the second option is that
this is the biggest discovery of humankind. If anybody ever asked themselves what it would be like to know you live in the Matrix for sure, well, I know for sure. I'm convinced.
So where do we go from here? All I know is
it's about to get crazy.
I think it's just.
Y'all heard that? Yo, we might gotta do more research into that. But y'all heard that? Oh, no. Hold on. Because y'all see, we gotta work through everything that works against us when we do what we doing here on our channel. However, did you just see what they said? Something along the lines of lasers and smoke, and you could. We may have to do some experiment or some research. Let's keep going.
It's going to get weirder and weirder and weirder, and finally it's going to be so weird that people are going to have to talk about how weird it is. I look for the invention of artificial life, the cloning of human beings, possible contact with extraterrestrials, possible human immortality, and at the same time, appalling acts of brutality, genocide, race baiting, homophobia, famine, starvation. The mushroom said to me once, it said, "This is what it's like when a species prepares to depart for the stars. You don't depart for the stars under calm and orderly conditions. It's a fire in a madhouse. And that's what we have, the fire in the madhouse at the end of time. This is what it's like when a species prepares to move on to the next dimension.
Gods and goddesses, have y'all been paying attention to all the world events and how things have been actually speeding up? Those that are tapped in can actually feel how time is rapidly accelerating. We're almost at the conclusion of this year already. All right, we're heading into 2025. We've been getting consistent solar flares back to back. This is why the Aurora Borealis was recently able to be seen in the Americas. This is why there also has been so many occurrences with nature, such as the hurricanes and tornadoes. Y'all may not know it, but Nibiru is actually here. If you look at the sun, there's several videos where you can actually see there's another sun behind it. All right. A lot of times when you look at the sun and you don't see a bunch of corpuscular rays, it's primarily because there's another light source behind it. So it basically just gives it the appearance of a huge a blob of luminosity pretty much in the sky. The reason you see this is because there's ships parked behind the sun. You have to remember that these are light ships. All right. Most of the metallic ships you see are operated by the government. It was all to keep you unaware of actually who's in the cosmos, all right? What ancient astronauts are actually out there. I made you aware that planet Tiamat was a huge testing facility, and this is what the Garden of Eden was predicated on. Now, some individuals actually get upset when I mention that there's extraterrestrial DNA on the planet, right? And individuals that have been walking amongst us every day. Even some of your people could have extraterrestrial DNA in them. Once people realize that we don't just inhabit this planet as far as the humanoid avatar. There's a lot of different beings on this planet. And a lot of the beings are subterranean. Yes, there is subterranean bases, all right? I believe in hollow earth. This is why some of us can summon UFOs, okay? Some of us actually have more extraterrestrial genetics than others. Some of us are earthborn. Nonetheless, this whole thing was a testing facility. Now, recently I posted a video and I showed an individual who actually had a head that was larger than standard, right? And I actually indicated that this individual was an extraterrestrial from the extraterrestrial bloodline, right? And you see several instances where individuals are basically have extraterrestrial genetics, right? But what these doctors in the medical industry would do is label it as some type of ailment or condition that individual has, basically to hide the fact that there's different DNA and genetics amongst this planet, right? They won't know what it is, and they'll label it a condition or something like that, right? Like, for example, people being born with 6 fingers and 6 toes is an Anunnaki trait, all right? I made that clear in several videos. My family actually has that trait with 6 fingers and 6 toes, right? I don't consider it offensive because I know we all don't even really know what we are. When we born into this existence, someone tells you what your name is. They tell you what your birthday is. They tell you what family you belong to. Everything that you learn in this existence, you were told upon getting here. So during this age of awakening, the objective is basically learning and ascertaining new knowledge and being open to it. None of my videos are ever to offend anyone. You see a person that has a clear
If you feel offended by him, you're weird.
reptilian look, right? They can have reptilian skin. They can have the reptilian eyes. They'll label it as a condition called ichthyosis, okay? That's what they refer to that condition as. This is a sign of someone having more reptilian genetics than others, all right? The doctors in the medical field in this planet label it conditions because they're not fully aware of what's going on. They're not aware of the eugenics programs that took place on this planet. Those that are born with webbed fingers, what they deem is syndactyl, actually stem from the mermaid or Assyrian lineage. For example, this is a mermaid's hand, right? This is a hand of a mermaid. Here's a finger with syndactyl. You know, look at his webbing compared to mine, for example. I don't have nowhere near as much webbing. This will imply that this individual basically stemmed from more of an aquatic lineage. This is also why we have different skills, different things that we're good at, different ways we do things, different foods we consume. There's no one-size-fits diet for everyone on the planet. There isn't. Everyone has different requirements in regards to nutrition. there's individuals that may not be able to get rid of eating meat. They may have more reptilian in their genetics, where they crave meat more than you, right? You may be more vegan for the simple fact that your star system, where you derive from, may have actually been fruitarians or vegetarians, where another individual may actually have the genetic makeup to actually require more blood. You know, and I don't fault anyone for the avatar that they're in, because we have to realize that this planet was really a huge testing facility. And as we actually awaken, we're actually seeing things. The time is speeding up. We're noticing things a lot faster. And those that are tapped in are actually developing more of a connection to their cosmic kin. Last few days, I've been heavily involved with meditation and focusing on more and centering myself. All right. Utilization of plant medicine. All right. Microdosing, taking things like Igbo plant, which is a phenomenal African entheogen. Literally, when I took the Igbo plant recently, I laid down and I can literally feel my astral body spinning around, activating itself, right? I'm at the point where my objective primarily is fully activation of my cosmic light body. And this should be your objective as well. Utilization of herbs like Haritaki will begin to decalcify as well as activate your pineal gland, all right? This herb is the herb that actually...
This is the third time. Now, we're going to go ahead. My apologies. This is the third time. No disrespect. Links in the description if you're interested.
During this ascension process, I've been noticing myself less hungry, all right? I don't even be as hungry. I eat 1 meal a day now. I'll eat that meal probably around 5 or 6 p.m. I'll intermittent fast throughout the whole duration of the day, and I'll take a bunch of herbs, all right? I'll take a bunch of my herbs and things of that nature. And I'm not saying you have to do this. This is just what my body has been compelled to do lately, as I've been actually tapping in and focusing on decalcifying the pineal gland. I've been utilizing ginkgo biloba every day. All right. And this is good for macular degeneration and restoration of damaged brain cells from all the chemtrails, aluminum and barium and things of that nature that are consistently sprayed over our head. As I express, aluminum and barium is actually, when it mixed together, it becomes a receiver. All right. People sleep on that term. A receiver actually has the ability of receiving tons of information, meaning that if your pineal gland is compromised and it becomes a receiver, at that particular point, deceptive technology can be used to input certain thoughts or intrusive thoughts in your head. Right. Just the personification of things like MK Ultra. Do it by allowing the lead, cadmium, and mercury to build up in your body, all the toxic metals, right? And then once they start implementing 5G radiation or different frequencies, all right, and they may ban the video for this. I may not even, I have to be careful with certain words I use. They don't like when you talk about frequency technology, but this is something that these deletes utilize, all right? They do it through electromagnetic frequencies. This is why things like shungite is essential. Things like Oregon crystal. I told you copper bracelets have what's called RF shielding, all right? So copper will protect you from malevolent frequencies, all right? And this is some of the things that they're going to do. This is why you have to utilize chlorophyll to detox all the metals out of your body. I've been trying to tell everyone this consistently, and they don't want you to know this information. Chlorophyll. I'm going to continue to say it. It's composed of mycelium, which is a fat substance that will wrap around the lead, cadmium, and mercury in your body and pull it out of your body. This way you have the ability of properly integrating the cosmic lights. All right, because this is why we've been getting pounded with so many solar flares. We've been getting hit with these solar flares for the simple fact that also the deceptive technology that is being utilized, all right? Sun simulators and things of that nature that they were utilizing to try to basically take some of the black sun, the magnification of the black sun off. All right, so they were utilizing different sun simulators and deceptive technology. Their objective is to prevent the convergence of the crystalline silicate matrix. This is the true personification of Christ consciousness. For all high-quality herbs and metaphysical products for spiritual elevation, click the link in my bio and visit Holistic Remedies, your extension to Ascension.
Video of a Bigfoot filmed from a train in Colorado.
All right, just squat it down. Yeah, let me see your camera. I'll do it.
It gets better, because I got a closer view. There he is, walking in the grass, looking at the train, sitting down, watching the train. That's a Bigfoot, Booskies. That's a Bigfoot. But it gets even better, because I got a view that's closer and slowed down. Here he is, skeet-scatting and jib-jabbing, taking a little walk, and he turns, sees the train, So he decides he's gonna sit down and watch the train. I sit down and watch the train, but that ain't me. That's not a person, that's not a bear, that's a Sasquatch. That's a Bigfoot, Booskies. That's clear as day, Booskies. Bigfoot, baby cakes. Any mysterious video I find, I'm gonna post it and share with you, my Booskies. Yeah. Shabadoo.
They free to roam. They free to roam around. You get what I'm saying? Like the dragon's home is the realm of the Titans. Look up Norse mythology. Norse mythology is literally the way the world really looks. But take away the giant tree. We live on different planes of existence. There's 9 realms on planet Tiamat. The dragons, they free to roam, so they can live out here and, you know what I'm saying, chill out here, fly around in our big trees and stuff like that. But their home, like where they sleep at, like where they got their families, they got their own civilization, they got their own families, they own everything. That's their own realm. They got their realm. They got their own realm for this shit. And they live with the Godzilla people, the Godzilla beings. Godzilla real too. He would be what you consider a Titan. They free to roam.
The Vegas Dome did it again, y'all. I don't care what y'all say, bro. The odds are going to see this shit, yo. They breaking the firmament, right? Pete, who do y'all think that would be, yo? If that was supposed to be, I think that's somebody that they are expecting, bro. And then peep this shit. Yo, this just happened like 2 hours ago. Bro, what do y'all think that is, bro? What is that symbolizing, man? Y'all already know. Oh my God. Truth in plain sight is real. Look at this shit. I don't care if y'all say this is for a concert, a show, NASA takeoff. You feel me? Bro, this is subliminal messaging right here. Just my personal opinion, for entertainment purposes only. CERN. What else do y'all recognize about this, right? Peep this. Pay attention, yo. Do y'all see it or no? Peep. Yo. Come on, y'all. Look at this shit. We need to pay attention to the Vegas Dome, y'all. Wake up!
Yo, Haven, this is the end of the presentation. We having technicalities over here. Full disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Any and everything you see on this channel is merely speculation. Viewer discretion is advised. Please do your own homework and research for proper discernment. If you've been here from the beginning, I send deep divine abundance, balance, harmony, love, prosperity, strength, unity, including authenticity. If you're new to the channel, you know what's up. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when we go up. Anyone and everyone who has ever sown a seed with me, it will be returned 100-fold, as the Most High is using you as a divine vessel to divine support yours truly, because it's all about divine support. If you would like to do the same, link in the description, or you can check the about tab on the channel. I just want to say peace and prosperity to you and yours, grace, gratitude, and thanks. It never goes unnoticed. It really does help the channel, the foundation, and my well-being. Watching this before you rest, safe travel in the astrals. Love and unity, Haven.
Introduce me to the garden.